Hey guys, good evening, good evening, good evening. Today is Sunday, January the 9th of 2022, and the time is, I think it's like 6:55 p.m. I am not feeling well, to say the least, but I'm going to speak positivity into the air. I look like crap and I feel like crap. So today's message just came over my spirit. I thought originally it just was going to say, like, God isn't through with you. But as I began to, create room on my phone to release this message, just something came over my spirit and I wrote it down, and it says, through and through, God isn't finished with you. So, earlier this morning, so as you guys know, I had my nieces and nephews this weekend, and I took them home last night, and, took like an hour and a half break before I returned home, or maybe a 2 hour break, and then I came back home. So I left around like 1 a.m. this morning, to come back home, and they live about 3 hours from me. So on the way home, I'm probably like 20 miles from home. I was going about like 65 miles per hour and maybe 70, I don't remember. But needless to say, there was like a Challenger who just sped past me. I kid you not, going at least 100 or more per hour. I don't even know if that car can go 100 per hour, but if there was a such thing, I promise you they were going over 100 miles per hour. And in my mind, I'm like, I'm driving through like Oak Cliff, Texas, and that's like the hood. So I'm like, there's no way, there's no cops. There's not that they didn't see this. There's just it's insane. There's no way, right? So I kid you not. As soon as I'm thinking the thought, because I'm on the phone with my mother, she's like staying on the phone with me until I get home. And as soon as I think the thought, I didn't say it. My mom just was like, what was that noise? I was like, I don't know. It was just a Challenger just drove past me speeding. And I was like, whatever. I look in my rear view mirror and there's like, it had to be like 15 cop cars literally just driving, chasing this guy. But they couldn't catch up with this guy. And of course, they're not going to endanger any, citizens on the road. So they're going to stay, like, go as fast as possible, but stay safe. They have to return home to their families as well. So they're driving, and this car just out of sight. So I see this black thing come in front of my car, thinking it's like really cold outside. I thought it was like a trash bag, just like coming in the front of my car. It's a tire, you guys. My car completely drives over an entire tire. So I'm like, okay, I'm thinking I'm going to crash or something. But no, my car, like, made it through. And then the cops, I said, if it was that guy's tire, he's not going to go that much further. Like, that's facts. Or a woman. I don't know who is driving the vehicle. And this happened around like 3:03 this morning. That's the last time I looked at the clock. And then I was like, oh gosh, I'm still driving. So then it was like I moved over as far to the right as I possibly could, because the cops are just speeding past me. And then out of nowhere there was so a cop was like getting in my lane, but I stopped seeing so many cops, so I was like, well, perhaps this cop is trying to pull me over or whatever. So I just pull over to the side, and the cop just like immediately exits the exit or whatever. And the only thing I just see is like smoke, and I just smell burning rubber. So I was like, that had to be that car, and it just didn't go any further. So it was just like cops coming out the woodworks. Like, I didn't see the if there was a crash, I didn't see the vehicle, because at this point, as I'm pulling away from the exit that I had pulled over to, the exit is I can no longer see the anything that's happening above the ramp. I couldn't see anything. So I just like told my mom everything that just happened and keep driving. About 10 minutes into my driving again, I look in my rear view mirror again, and there is a car. When I tell you guys, I was maybe a half a mile up for where this car just literally sped out of complete control. A completely different car sped out of complete control. I was like, I was not too far away from exiting the exit I needed to get off to get home. And my heart was pumping a little, but at the same token, I just recognize that, like, I could have not only if I was too tired to be on the road or anything like that, if I did not take that break at my sister's house party to come back home, if I would have just changed the lane, I didn't see the car, I just heard it pass me. I didn't at all. That could have been the end of me last night. If I was like a half a mile down from where that second car spun out of control, that could have been the end of me this morning. It wasn't even last night. It was like, like 16 hours ago. So through and through, God is not finished with you is the word, simply because it's like, yesterday I like broke my fast or whatever from the new year, and I kind of felt down on myself, and it's just like a resounding, I'm not done with you. Just keep going. Just keep going, Shaisha. Just keep going. And I hope this message resonates for someone, although it was just telling you about what happened. I want you guys all sincerely know, like, no matter what, if you stop something, God is not done with you. We're only 9 days into 2022. And although I fell short of my 40-day fast, I'm going to start over from day 0 because we're in a brand new year. And I'm ready for my double portion. I hope each and every last one of you are in receiving mode, and you understand the magnitude of the double portion that you will receive in 2022. You guys, I'm sincerely running out of time. But through and through, God is not finished with you. And I hope this resonates with all of your spirits. I hope you all stay empowered, inspired, encouraged, illuminated, enlightened, and uplifted. And although